website. Or if you go to our website, it's Gibson6.mp4. I mean, there's a pretty prominent section that has news in there, and the news won't just be something that's like cut and dry, like, you know, oh, something like a press release, like I'm speaking here, or we were mentioned in this magazine. But like our most recent news is one of our team members got married this weekend, so we put up, you know, some pictures from the wedding. So that made it feel more like these are real people that have real lives outside of, you know, sitting in a cubicle like typing away. So you know, I think how much is dependent upon kind of what your company culture is. And then, you know, one of the second objectives, promoting advocacy. So encouraging word of mouth activity. Again, the shareability factor, and putting up things that people will want to share. If you're really boring, people aren't going to want to share it. If you have nothing interesting to say, people aren't going to want to share it, and you're just, you know, shouting in the dark. So putting things up that are interesting, you know, whether it be really good, interesting content for your industry, or whether it maybe be, I mean, we have a martini recipe of the month that we put up on our blog, and people seem to remember us as the martini people, and as long as they're remembering us, I'm fine with that. But you know, the fact that they're talking about us, and even if they're sharing the martini, that's getting traffic to our site, and people are like, oh, well, what do these people do? Oh, I like martinis, so maybe I should hire them. Yes?
What's the language that you use, like, on your Facebook in terms of how formal or informal you are? Does it vary depending on what you're doing, or how do you decide that?
I think that on Facebook, your language should be very conversational, and it should also be a mixture of, you should be linking back to your own blog and to your own content, but also be linking to other, you know, if you find a good article that you think people who are fans of or like your Facebook page would find useful, don't be afraid to link to other people's information as well. But I would keep it very conversational, and as you all know with Twitter, I mean, grammar goes out the window because you're trying to fit everything in 140 characters, so that's very conversational as well. Your blog might be a little bit more formal, but people still don't want to read a dissertation on a blog. So something that might be more formal is if you wrote a white paper and you put it up, because that would be more like a research type formal document. Feeding your influencers, talked about the teenage boys and Ferrari, and then nurturing existing relationships with customers. If they choose to, you know, in some cases businesses have millions of customers. You can't reach out to them all every day, so maybe at least being able to reach out to them, like if you're AT&T, they actually do a pretty good job with their Facebook page, and you know, if you're a fan of it or you like it, then you get a lot of news from them, and you're kind of constantly reminded that they're still, you know, in your life, not just your bill. So another good way of reaching out to, not forgetting about the people that are actually already your customers. You know, facilitating support, so resolving service issues. I have a Vizio TV, and everyone said Vizio TVs were the best, and I found that review online. And then I got it home and got it installed, and I felt like it was not the best, because the volume just within one show would go up and down so much that it was insane. I mean, I was always pressing like volume up, volume down. I didn't know what was going on, so I emailed them, nothing. I tweeted them, nothing. Finally, I found their Facebook page, and I posted something on there, and they fixed it. You know, they told me what to do right away. And if they hadn't done that, I mean, 3 strikes and they were definitely out for me, and I was going to write a scathing review. But, you know, when we look at the third bullet point, elevating satisfaction through flexible support options. I don't really want to sit on the phone and wait for customer service. I want to be able to, you know, just tell me what to do, give me a link, or respond to, you know, something via Facebook. And that's another way of, no one knows if you call and you're happy because they've answered your question, no one else knows about that. Only you know, whereas if something's on Facebook or on Twitter, it's kind of, or like if someone's posted something on a blog, it's, you know, public for everyone to see. So if you're a company and you've responded to someone, that's good PR for you. And also, we don't work with a lot of companies that, you know, have major call centers and things like this, but a key performance indicator that you might measure is, are we expediting issue resolution? So are people getting answers faster and then becoming happier? And then spurring innovation. So a lot of research and development can be done via social media. Before you roll out, you know, a $10 million product, maybe you might want to ask people, like, what do you want? What would you like to see? Or we're thinking about doing this, you know, without really kind of giving away to all your competitors what you're doing, but we're thinking about working on this, or how would you like to see our website improved? And even in our small company, we've made mistakes of spending, you know, a lot of resources on something that we thought our clients would really want. They didn't want it, you know, and all they really wanted was just, you know, an easier way to get here. And we've spent, you know, 160 man hours on creating this like whole database part, and now I don't even know where that database is, but you know, you live and learn with stuff like that. But if we had posted on Facebook, or had even just sent out in our e-newsletter, let us know what it is that you'd like to see, or how can we improve your experience, people will let you know. And you know, they'll let you know what they don't like, they'll let you know what they want to see more of, and it will save you a lot of heartache, and internal morale will be better because people are not working on projects that no one really wants. And again, you know, talking about the next frontier, I think video is already there, but video is going to be huge. I think a lot more people will start watching videos rather than reading blogs as much. And then we talked about the geolocation platforms of Foursquare and GoWalla. I don't use GoWalla, but I use Foursquare, and I think that will be kind of the next wave of things, and what corporations and businesses are going to start using. So what question? Now you guys have me at your disposal for a while. What question